The time is morning, July 17th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter channel. Morning news on this Tuesday morning, July 17th, 2018. And good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, July 17th, 2018. It is 9 a.m. and it is 79 degrees in North Massachusetts and 79 degrees in Mansfield, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 9 a.m. is President Trump as how bad was that? Even Trump hates Christians damage done. Goldman Sachs names David Solomon as next CEO. President Trump called the European Union a foe before meeting with Putin. An easy win for Putin in Helsinki. Bryce Harper brings down the house with epic home run comeback. Trailblazers set up Summer League Finals rematch with a defeated Grizzlies. MBTA unwraps mock above next generation redline car. It's been over 2 months since Hawaii killer volcano started erupting and the lava still flowed. Court ordered temporary halt to migrant family deportations. Couple did displayed after finding women at bottom of cliff. Houston police capture possible serial killer Jose Gilbert Rodriguez. Israel warns Syrians away from frontier as Assad closes in. Brexit chaos. Britain's vote leaves campaign fine for illegal referendum overspend. UK's May in Brexit turmoil with the parliament majority slashed. Japan EU signed trade deal. We are standing together against protectionism. Traffic stop in Heidelberg brings arrested an alleged North Shore drug trafficker. Deutsche Bank downgrades Netflix but says big subscriber misses not thesis changing. Important lifts industry demand forecast air show deal rolls on. Oregon State's Beaver suspend Papa John's sponsorship. Look at that stocks now at 44.95 and 25.064.36. SP5 at 2.88 and 27.98, 43 and that stock done. 21.26 and 78.5.72. North Korea transshipment is called expanded to multiple ports outside the country, including South Korea, to conceal oranges of illicit trade, a report said. A junior British defense minister resigned Tuesday after Prime Minister Theresa May conceded and added hardline Brexit amendments to the customs bill. Scorched heat in South Korea has caused 4 deaths and sent hundreds of people to hospitals with heat-related symptoms. Seoul expressed regret over Japan's decision to teach high school students geography history containing claims to Korea's as their most adolescent doctor. After the review on Capitol with former FBI lawyer Lisa Page regarding FBI's panel of the Western investigation, Republicans say they have new leads. Walmart announced Tuesday that the new strategic partnership with Microsoft to improve online shopping for customers. The top U.S. intelligence official says Russia, the government did interfere in the 2016 presidential election to direct Republican President Donald Trump. Police in Southeast Texas identified a parolee as a possible serial killer suspected of a series of homicides in the Houston area. In local news from the Yellowbird Sun Chronicle, UMass tuition hike will hit home with local students. Edinburgh police arrest break-in suspect in former Brennan School. Plainridge revenue was up in June. Racing away over the North Edinburgh Kids' Day. North Edinburgh appoints 4 new police officers, as 4 new police officers were sworn in as the newest members with the police department during the reflection meeting on Thursday. Reopen voter space tax hike today, and Seekong passes debt exclusion. Venus refuses to let the moon get all attention. Scientists have found quite tons of diamonds lurking beneath Earth's surface. A new telescope shows the center of the Milky Way down in fiery detail. World's oldest bread found at Pierce Society in Jordan. Liver cancer death raises rate as overall cancer death rates fall in the U.S. FDA recalls ag and blood pressure medicine due to cancer causes substance and don't eat crab meat from Venezuela. CDC and FDA warned amid multi-state outbreak. Peter Chill News time is 9:04 on this to the ball. Time out for a sports report. Illinois Live TV is the latest fight called 10 UFC title fight. Steelers Levon Bell reported rejected deal worth $70 million over 5 years an hour and just to find on the radar that his All-Star game. Peter Children's time is 9:05 on this Tuesday morning, and it's started out for Peter Children traffic in terms of check. Beep beep! On the MBTA car, Meter Rail Ferry and the subway system is looking good. And notice Hingham Health Ferry notice on Tuesday, July 17th. The 10 a.m. ferry trip from Hingham to Boston is expected to have heavy ridership. Please plan your travels accordingly. Highways and byways in New England. Let's start you off down in Rhode Island, where 95 at the southbound side today. So from Pawtucket Island, 146 at downtown Providence, 95 at the northbound side today. So between Work and Providence, 95 at the southbound side, also at 295 at Work, 195 westbound side today. So between East Providence side to Route 44. 146 at the northbound side today. So at Sales Road, North Smithfield, 90 at the northbound side today. So between 126, 122, Lincoln to Second Stretch. 130 eastbound side, also between the Jim side and the Newport Bridge. Board Bridge a little slow. 28 at the northbound side, a little slower at the Board Rotary. '95 at the northbound side, so from 27 to Sheridan to Route 128 Kenton, 24 at the northbound side, so between Hertzville Bar, 85 to Route 128 Kenton. Route 3 at the northbound side, so between 220 Rockdown at the Braintree Split, 120 at the northbound side, and then so between the Braintree Split at 24 and Red Off and Haybrest getting between 109 and Westwood at the Route 20 Waltham. 120 at the northbound side, so between the stretch, 120 at the southbound side, so between Red and and Lexington, 7 Expressway at the northbound side, so between the Braintree Split area and the Mass Pike. 93 at both ends of the downtown Boston is backed up. Mass Pike at both ends of back to Newton, Oriana, and the Logan Airport. Somebody can tell us how slow though. Route 2 westbound side, also Lexington stretch. Route 2 eastbound side, also between Route 6 to the Belmont and down to Freshpond Parkway and Cambridge. 93 the southbound side, it is slow from Lawrence Oriana down to 485 in Lawrence, and then Havertz between 129 and Red and Oriana to the Zinc Bridge and downtown Boston. 128 at the northbound side. Route 3 the southbound side, subject to Route 4 to 85. Hello, Oriana Bill Ricker and hit Princeton on before 128 in Burlington on Route 3. 485 at the southbound side, so between 28 and 91 on the Route 93 outed. Lawrence and then 485 at the northbound side, and it's over the Tewksbury stretch. 485 at the southbound side, so between Route 3 low all the way down to Chelmsford. 485 at both ends back between Route 2 and exit all the way to Littleton. 485 at the northbound side, so Hopkins stretch, and 485 at the southbound side, also Barbara stretch, and 485 at both ends back between Route 2 and the Littleton and exit area. Mass Pike eastbound side, also 122 at the Grafton stretch in western Massachusetts. Route 2, Mass Pike eastbound side, also at 202 to Westfield, 291 at the northbound side, also at Route 20 in the Springfield stretch, and 91 at the southbound side, so don't have to stretch. 91 at the northbound side, also at Watley stretch, and 91 at the southbound side, also at Route 2 in Greenfield, Massachusetts. 91 at the southbound side, slow between 291 and Hartford out at 84 eastbound side, also between Farmington Island and Hartford, Connecticut, 84 westbound side, also for Route 8 of Waterbury, Connecticut, and Hickory Man, Danbury stretch. Merritt Parkway westbound side, so between Fairfield Island and Sanford at 95 at the southbound side, so between Norwalk down to Greenwich and 95 at the southbound side, also at Guilford stretch. 101 eastbound side, also after Route 125 at Epping. Main Turnpike at the northbound side, also at 202 up in the Lewiston, Maine. Route 1 at the southbound side, also Brunswick, Maine. 95 on the southbound side, also Sherman, Maine. 89 southbound side, also at Montpelier, Vermont. Interstate 87, 89 southbound side, also at Cayman, Pennsylvania, Vermont. 87 on the northbound side, also Bruce stretch. On Route 15 on the northbound side, so Suffolk American towards Montreal. 91 on the southbound side, slow run. Suffolk Clerk at the U.S. Canadian border. Peter Childers time. 9:09 on this Tuesday morning. It is. Let me now. Great weather report. And looking at the radar satellite open, it shows a line of showers and thunderstorms stretching on the line from Eastern Quebec and northern Maine stretching all the way through New Hampshire and southern Vermont and stretching on New York State and then for Pennsylvania and the eastern portion of West Virginia. And take a look at the future cast. One o'clock, the storms will be in western Connecticut and Massachusetts and Central Mass and 7 New Hampshire, and at 3 o'clock it'll be in Worcester, and then 5 o'clock it'll be the Boston and Hartford corridor, and 7 o'clock it'll be in southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and then 9 o'clock, and then it'll disappear throughout the overnight hours of tonight. So a Battle East Maine softball game between the Norton Fire Police and Wheaton College at Norton. Ooh, that could be in jeopardy. But we will watch the sky to see what will happen. All right. Temperatures for the Wide region. It is in the mid to upper 70s to low 80s in southern New England, and it is in the 70s to low 80s in Vermont, New Hampshire, and it is in the 60s, low to mid 70s in Maine. Right now, Norton 79 degrees, that temperature humidity 87%, 2.75 degrees, bar 24 inches, and winds east northeast at 3 miles an hour. Heat advisory in the low winds for a few strong thunderstorms, but locally very heavy rainfall. And gusty winds before weekend in southwest Massachusetts around 11 a.m. and then will form a line during the early afternoon as they cross westward of central Massachusetts and northern Connecticut. The line has a forecast weekend as it approaches the Boston and Providence quarter late in the afternoon or in the early evening. The potential visit for damaging winds in excess of 6 miles an hour with the strongest storms that stretch the downpours are frequent and dangerous cloud of ground. Lightning will also accompany the storms. A few storms may produce slight low hail, but the greatest threat is expected to be damaging wind. From Massachusetts, and sky warning spotters should be prepared to relay reports of damage to the flood and the National Weather Service in Norton. And heat advisory in effect from 11 a.m. this morning to 5 p.m. this afternoon, and the National Weather Service in Boston Norton Institute heat advisory to effect from 11 a.m. this morning to 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this afternoon. Location of Northern Connecticut, Northwest Rhode Island, and interior portions of eastern Massachusetts and mid 90s. The upper 90s due to combination of temperatures of 85, 90 and dew points in the mid 70s. Time from 11 a.m. to this morning to 5 p.m. this afternoon, potentially heat-related illnesses, particularly in children and elderly. And heat advisory remains at a point of high temperatures as expected. This combination of high temperatures and high humidity will combine to create a situation where heat illnesses are possible. Drink plenty of fluid, stay in the indoor room, and stay out of sunshine, and check about relatives and neighbors. Take extra precaution, work out, spend time outside when possible. Reschedule strenuous activity to early morning or early evening. Know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Wear lightweight and loose-fitting clothing when possible to drink plenty of water. To reduce risk during outdoor work, the Occupation Safety and Health Administration recommends scheduling frequent rest breaks in shaded air conditioned environments. Anyway, heat should be moved to a cool shaded location each stroke of the Thursday. Call 911. Alright, forecast goes like this. Today, chance of showers and thunderstorms day after 2 p.m. Some storms produce gusty winds and heavy rain. Hunting set 29 degrees and south about 5 to 10 miles with gusts as high as 24 miles an hour. Anticipation is 30% new rain amounts between 10 and 40 days. How about as possible times for tonight? Showers and thunderstorms may before 11 p.m. Some of the storms produce gusty winds and heavy rain. Patch back after 3 a.m. 69 degrees. The top is about 6 miles. Common in the evening. Anticipation is 8% new rain amounts between half to 3/4 inch possible for Wednesday. Patch back before 7 a.m. Mostly cascades with a judgment size coming 83 about 6 degrees in the night. North wind shifting to north wind about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Thursday. Saturday, most goods by 82 about 58 degrees like northeast wind. Friday, Sunday, most goods by 86 about 58 degrees. And for Saturday, most sunny partly clouds by 82 about 61 degrees. Sunday, at chance of showers and thunderstorms partly sunny, most clouds to the 7 about 68 degrees. Anticipation 45%. And for Monday, chance of showers and thunderstorms most clouds about 82 degrees. Anticipation 50%. And that's great for the Peter Channel Morning News on this to the morning, July 17th, July 18th, which will be a good morning, goodbye, and you have a good day.